Hey everyone, Funky Ace here, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the new Behemoth included in They Shall Not Pass, the new DLC coming in March for Battlefield 1. As you may have seen in the last video, there was a teaser just released a couple hours ago about the new DLC. In this DLC we can see the new Behemoth, which is supposed to be a French tank called the Char 2C, also known as the FCM2C. This tank is supposed to be a French super heavy tank developed during World War I, but actually was not deployed until after the war. It was actually the largest operational tank ever made. The first design for this tank was actually a bit of mystery. In the summer of 1916, probably in July, the General Léon Augustin Jean-Marie Mouret, the Subsecretary of Artillery, verbally granted Forges and Chantiers de la Méditerranée, a shipyard in the south of France near Toulon, the contract for the development of a heavy tank, a Char d'assaut modèle de Grand Modèle. This was a huge contract. The industry was just flooded with military contracts. In this tank, you could at first find a 7-people crew, but actually got reduced to 6. A commander in the left turret, who was also aiming at a gun, a second man in the right turret, a combined function of gunner, machine gunner, and loader, a standing assistant loader, and a new ones to the loader. At first, 2 of these had been seen as necessary, a driver, a front machine gunner, and a mechanic, who doubled as a rear machine gunner. This tank was armed with a 105mm gun, a Canon de 105 Kohlschneider. It fired HE shell with 4 kg of explosive and a muzzle velocity of 240 meters per second. It was carrying approximately 122 rounds, and was also carrying Auschwitz 8mm machine guns in the bowman positions. As you may have seen, this is massive. It was only going at 10 km an hour top. For Americans it would be 6.2 miles per hour, and the minimum speed was 2 km an hour, 1.24 miles per hour. On the 20th December of 1917, the first prototype was ready to be shown to an investigation commission, with the first trial starting on the 21st and the 22nd of December. Allies were actually present with the British and the American commission. This tank was actually capable of crossing 3.5 meters wide trenches, climb 90 centimeters high wall, and descending to and climb again. 6 meters wide and 4 meters deep craters were actually being opened when this thing was shooting. In woods, it could actually break a 28 centimeters thick pine tree and run over a 35 centimeters thick one, which is kinda huge. Pétain, who was one of the French commanders, asked for 300 heavy tanks to be produced and ready by March 1919, but fortunately for Europe, the war ended before. But that did not stop the French to start and produce even more tanks during the 20s, 30s, and 40s. We actually saw some tanks being captured during the campaign of France in 1940 by Nazi Germany. As we can see, the Champagne was actually captured by the Germans during the campaign of France in 1940. Anyway, that's it for the new Behemoth description of the Char 2C. Hope you guys liked the video. Tell me what you think about that new Behemoth in the comments, and I'll gladly answer to your questions. Anyway, again, have a good one. If you liked the video, do please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. There will be more. That's definitely the case. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good one. I'll catch you after. See ya.